Have you ever looked at your pothose and wondered why the leaves stay small, pale, and kind of washed out, even though you water it every week and it sits right by a window? A lot of people think their pothose is just a slow grower, or that they got a weak cutting from the store. But that's usually not what's happening at all. Today I'm going to show you a simple mineral trick that can bring back that deep, glossy green color and push out noticeably bigger leaves in about 3 weeks. And the best part is you probably already have this sitting in your bathroom cabinet right now. Before we get into it, if you're the kind of person who likes simple, real plant care tricks instead of expensive fertilizer subscriptions, go ahead and hit subscribe, because I've got a new one of these every single week. So let's talk about why your pothose is stuck in that pale, small leaf pattern in the first place. Most people focus on nitrogen when a plant looks unhealthy, because nitrogen is the nutrient everybody's heard of. But pothose leaves need magnesium just as much, and magnesium is the one nutrient almost nobody talks about. Here's why it matters. Magnesium sits right in the center of every chlorophyll molecule in the leaf. Chlorophyll is what makes leaves green and what lets the plant turn light into energy. If your pothose doesn't have enough magnesium available in the soil, it literally cannot build enough chlorophyll, and you'll see it as pale, washed-out leaves, especially the older ones lower on the vine. Tap water and regular potting mixes are often short on magnesium, especially if you've been in the same pot and soil for a year or more without repotting. The fix for this is something called Epsom salt, which is just magnesium sulfate. It's the same stuff sold in the pharmacy aisle for foot soaks, and it's been used by gardeners for decades to correct exactly this kind of deficiency. Here's how to prepare it. Take 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt and dissolve it completely into 1 gallon of room temperature water. Stir it until you can't see any grains left at the bottom, because undissolved salt sitting against the roots can actually burn them. This is important, so don't skip the stirring step. Once it's fully dissolved, water your pothose with this mixture the same way you'd water it normally, right at the base of the soil, until you see a little drainage coming out the bottom of the pot. Don't pour it directly onto the leaves or the stem. You want it soaking down to where the roots can actually absorb it. Do this once a month, not every week. Magnesium is something plants need in small amounts, and using this too often can throw off the calcium and potassium balance in the soil, which causes its own problems. While you're at it, this is also a great time to check something people usually skip. Wipe down the leaves with a damp cloth to clear off dust, because dust sitting on the leaf surface blocks light and slows down exactly the process we're trying to speed up. A cleaner leaf photosynthesizes better, plain and simple. After you apply this, move your pothose somewhere with bright, indirect light if it isn't already there. Magnesium gives the plant the raw material to build chlorophyll, but light is what actually puts that chlorophyll to work. Within about a week, you should start noticing the older leaves losing that pale, yellowish tint and turning a richer green. By around 3 weeks, most people start seeing new leaves come in noticeably larger than the ones before them, since the plant finally has what it needs to fully commit to new growth instead of just surviving. One thing to watch for: if your pothose is in a small pot with old, compacted soil, this trick will only get you so far. Magnesium can't fix roots that are cramped and can't take up any nutrients at all. If it's been more than a year since you repotted, consider doing that first. Then start the Epsom salt routine once it's settled into fresh soil. If you try this and your pothose starts turning that deep jungle green again, I want to know. Drop a comment that says my pothose is turning green so I know who's trying it this week, and I'll be reading through and answering what I can. If this helped you out, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, where I'm going to show you the exact same kind of trick, but for snake plants that just refuse to send up new shoots.